You probably clicked on this video and you're probably not excited to hear the things that I'm going to say in this video, but I think these things will help you in the process of your breakup, even though it is very, very difficult. Hello everyone, my name is Jacob and I wanted to share to you 3 things that you should do after a breakup, or things you shouldn't do after a breakup, to help you cope with the pain that you are dealing with. I hope this video comes off in a way that helps you have provision within your situation so you can keep going and keep moving forward with your life. Whether you're male or female, breakups are difficult. I know for myself, I have been in such hurt in the last weeks that has happened within this breakup, but it has taught me so much and it has grown me that I think I can extend this growth to you that will help you grow within your life. I know I use the word grow a lot, but I really hope that this video helps you grow with your breakup. First thing that I want you to consider as you are in this breakup is to not communicate with that person. And as much as this is very, very difficult for some to do, I think it is best until you are healed, then you start communicating to that person. For the last month in my breakup with my ex-girlfriend, we were communicating. And this created a lot of hurt because I was gaining feelings for her and thinking that we were going to work things out. Rather, I was shown that it was truly a breakup. And it has been very difficult for me to process that, as this last week we sat down and we spoke and had a conversation with some of our mentors of what it really was. And it was indeed a breakup. But in the month of us communicating to each other, going back and forth, it created so much pain that if we would have just broken up, it may have been a lot easier to recognize, okay, this is a breakup. So my biggest caution is making sure that when you are going through this breakup, that you're serious about it and you set boundaries of saying we are not going to communicate for X amount of time so that we both can heal. That is something that I think is so important, and it's wisdom to understand that maybe right now you can't communicate, or if you do, it's very limited, because communication can grow feelings. Communication can grow that love that you guys still have. And it's not bad to have love for a person. But in order for you to heal, in order for you to move forward, you have to cut off the communication. And that's hard to do. Don't get me wrong. I know for myself, I've wanted to text this person. I've wanted to call this person. But it is best because we have committed to a boundary to not communicate. So that's my first tip to you after a breakup. Something you should do or shouldn't do is communicate. You should not communicate for some time so that you can heal and process your emotions. The second thing that I want to talk about is do not demean or bash the other person. It is not worth it to say this person did this person did that. It is okay, however, to recognize and look at the areas where there are problems in your relationship. But do not share to somebody, this person was this way, this person was that way. Because what does that do? Does that do any good? Does that do any good for you as a person? Does it do any good for the other person? No, it's not good. So remain peaceful in the presentation about the relationship. It is not about one-upping the other person and saying, well, they did this, well, they did that. Just recognize the relationship is over. And still love that person. You see, in my faith, I really believe it's important that we do not bash others. We do not put others down. We do not be bitter. Ephesians 4:31 says to not let bitterness be named among you. And then it goes on to say in Ephesians 4:32, be kind to one another, tenderhearted, forgiving one another as God in Christ forgave you, me. Okay? It is very important that we recognize it is not about putting the other person down. You see, I love my ex-girlfriend and I will always love her. I will always care about her, and I hope her nothing but the best. I hope God heals her heart. I hope God makes her into the woman and daughter that she has been made to be. I tried to bring that out of her, but that's God's job. You see, I'm not going to bash her. I'm not going to say she did this, she did that. I will reflect. I will look at areas where I was wrong, where I could improve, where I can do better, and areas where she can improve. But that's growth. In this time, don't bash her. Don't demean her. Don't demean him. Don't Don't bash him. Look at ways that you can improve, so as you move forward in this process, you can grow. And I know I've used grow a lot in this video, but it's so important. This time is to teach you and grow you through the heartbreak. Rely on God. He will help you through this. Finally, the last thing that I want to say is move forward knowing that this relationship could be over for good. That it's over. That there may not be a second chance. That there may not be we come back together a year or 2 years from now. That this could be it. And that is so hard for me to say because I have so much hope in Jesus. I have so much hope in God to be like, yes, we'll get back together. But I lay it all in God's hands. It doesn't mean that we can't. But I'm okay with whatever God has in store for me. You see, Proverbs 3:5-6 says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him and he will make your paths straight. You see, that verse says, do not trust in your own understanding, but in this understanding of God. God will work out the very thing you're going through for his purpose, and he will make your paths straight. But you must trust and not lean on your understanding. And finally, with that, of moving forward, I'm going back to forgiveness. You see, in Matthew 6:14, it states that if you are unable to forgive others, God will not forgive you. But if you forgive others, God will forgive you. So forgive that person, forgive yourself. Move forward with the Lord. Don't move forward in a way where you bash, where you resent, and where you despise the other person. Because that is not healthy. That is not what we as believers in Christ do. We do not hold on to bitterness, we let it go. We love unconditionally. She will be my sister in the faith, and I will always care about her, and I will never despise her. And I believe that she will love me in the same way, because we are believers in Christ. So wish good, pray for good for people. Don't be bashful. I'm going through this breakup and it's hard, but I know that these 3 things are helping me right now, and I believe that they can help you. So I want to thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that these tips help you cope with the pain of a breakup. And know, son or daughter of God, that God has a plan for you. He has not abandoned you. He is with you every step of the way. So trust him, because he got you, and he will hold every tear. He will wipe every tear away, and he will be with you. Stay blessed. Know that God is with you, and you are never alone in this life, because God is right by your side every step of the way.